welcome back to yet another edition. There must be over 80 editions. I don't know. I can't count anymore of Boozing with Jude. So, guys, you know, it's a beautiful, sunny, bright day. The snow is blinding. It's just maybe above freezing, so that's good. And it's heading down to single digits for the next week. So I'm getting in my last blood orange drink. And who knows, you know, I might have to just hibernate next week. I don't know if I can do stuff next week because I'm like just miserable in advance about winter. I just booked a ticket to Phoenix, Arizona for the end of the month just because I gotta get something warm. All right, so anyways, Max, she's saying hi. She doesn't care. She's like, why aren't we outside? We were outside earlier. Oh my God. Anyway, so today is like maybe the third in a series of winter warmer featuring the blood orange. Blood orange. Now, if you saw my other two editions, the first one was bourbon, the second one was with gin, I talked about the blood orange and how Sicily produces the best blood oranges on the east side of the country, of the island, I should say. There's an argument. Is Sicily its own country or is it Italy, Sicily? I don't know. Anyways, I say Sicily is independent. Go Sicily. So over by the Catania region, it's perfect for growing blood oranges here in the United States. We're probably getting them from Florida, but I'm still thinking Italian. So I'm making another gin drink. What are we calling it? I don't know. The blood orange gin ginger cocktail. I don't know. I'll make something up when the time comes. But what it's going to feature is gin. Of course, I'm doing another gin, and I'm going to use my Mason's Yorkshire Dry. Okay, thanks, Bishop John. This is a really dry gin. It's a modern gin, meaning it's probably a little less juniper forward than some of the gins that have been around. It's an award-winning gin. What does it say? World Gin Awards, Best British Contemporary and Category Gold winners. So there you go. It's a contemporary gin. It's really good. I like it. I really do like it. So I'm going to use this one, which is, it's stellar. It's stellar either way if you want it as a martini. But in this cocktail, I think it's going to go great. So we got our blood orange juice. Okay, love it. That was from one orange, so just enough to make the drink. And then here, this is what we're going to use for simple syrup. I made some, again, thyme. It's a thyme simple syrup with just, I took a little peel of the blood orange and threw it in there as well. And I steeped the 1 part cane sugar, 1 part water, threw in about 10 sprigs of thyme and just in the little orange peel. Just let it come to a boil. I simmered it for 5 minutes and let it steep for about 15. Put it in a bottle, refrigerated it. Bob's your uncle. Okay, so this is going to go great. And then I'm going to just, you know, this was like a last minute addition. Just as I was going past my bitters cabinet, I thought, let's try the cherry bitters. And I took a taste of them. I had just opened it. And it's like a sour cherry. Oh my God, it's so good. So I really think this is going to work in here. I don't know. We're making it up. And then I'm just going to top it with soda water. So get your bar tool. Or unless you know, the kind of soda, you know, to twist off. So basically, I'm going to put her in a shaker. Going to shake it up and pour it in a cocktail glass. I've got my round, big orange cube. I can't call it a cube. Oval. I'm letting it temper because, you know, with those big ones, the big ice things, if you throw it in the drink right out of the freezer, it's going to crack. And who cares, really? Well, the point of having a large ice cube or ice oval is so that it melts slower, right? And so if it cracks, it's going to melt faster, you know, because it kind of splits. So enough of that stuff. Let's just make the drink, shall we? So we're going to start out with our Mason's Yorkshire Gin. No, Jude, no, from Yorkshire? Yes. No, yes. Okay. So we're going to do 1 3/4 ounces. Hey, it's just stellar. You guys think I'm from Yorkshire, don't you? The way I talk, I mean, it's amazing. Yeah. I have a real talent for, like, you know, dialects and stuff, right? Bob's your uncle. I mean, it sounded like I was from Britain, didn't it? Okay, so 1 3/4 ounces of gin. Now, if you don't have this, which chances are you won't because, you know, if you're in America, you're not going to see it here. So take that, 1 3/4 ounces. If you don't have this, any London dry gin would work. You know, Sapphire would be great, Bombay Sapphire. You know, Hendrix might be interesting with that cucumber taste, but I might stay away from the cucumber. It's a little vegetally. So, just like a straight London Dry Tanqueray probably. But I'm going with that Yorkshire. Okay. Okay. So then we're going to take our blood orange, which I think I measured out to, it's 1.5 ounces or almost 1 3/4 ounces. So I'm actually going to, if it comes up to that, I'm going to do 1 part gin, 1 part blood orange. So equal parts. Almost 1 3/4 ounces. Almost. Gosh, so pretty. It's so tasty. It's so yummy. You guys, if you see the blood oranges at the store, buy them. Buy them and make drinks. Buy them and drink it. Buy them and squeeze it and just drink juice. Buy it. Okay? And then we're going to take just 1/2 ounce of our thyme. This stuff is great, folks. You got to make this. You got to make this for your cocktails. Oh, man. And does it smell good? Our thyme/orange simple syrup. We're just going to do a little 1/2 ounce of that. Just to counteract the tartness you might get from the blood orange and that you're going to get from our cherry bitters. And which I'm going to throw in here and I'm really excited about. These are Fee Brothers cherry bitters and they do taste like a sour cherry. Oh, so good. So I'm real excited about using them. So I'm just going to put about 3 to 4 drops in there, okay? Or dashes we call it. So we're going to shake that before we put, we're not going to put our soda, our club soda in here because, you know, it would be kind of a disaster, wouldn't it? Let's do it. Let's do it this way. Put a good bunch of ice in there, pour it in, seal it up, and let's shake it till the cows come home. You know, took Max for her like big long snow trudge today. It's exhausting. You know, trudging through snow, not for her. She's like, she just loves it. But I'm like, it's like twice as hard, maybe 3 times as hard than walking on the pavement. Anyway, so here we go. We're going to strain this. Let me get my little ice cube out, see how that works. Hopefully it'll come out. Yeah, I think it's ready to roll. There it is. So it's cracked anyways. I mean, these do crack a lot on their own, but there you go. So my big round ice cube is in there. We're going to strain this. And now, when you do the blood orange, before you put it in whatever container you're putting it in, strain it. Definitely strain it. Okay, I'm not pouring it all the way, even though I have a little left, because I want to top it with club soda. So I have a little sidecar. This actually, it probably doesn't need it. It's probably a great drink without it, but oh yeah. But it's fun to have a little fizz sometimes, right? So do or don't, but I'm going to put a little fizz in it. Didn't save much room for it, but just to make it a little fun. We need a little fun in the winter, don't we, folks? Oh my God. And then I learned my lesson from my other blood orange where I tried to put a whole slice on the top of this, and the slice was too big for the glass. It was hilarious. So I'm just going to put it here, put a little thyme in there, and here we go, folks. So I don't know who to dedicate this to. I could go back to my Yorkshire friends, my maces and gin people, but you know, it just happened to be that I thought this would go with it. But I think any gin would. So let's just say to whoever picks blood oranges for us. I mean, you guys, I love the blood oranges. And so here's to you, salute. Oh yeah. Okay, either way, with or without the club soda. So the club soda, it just dilutes it a little bit. It makes it fizzy. You don't get that, you know, quite frankly, when I took this little taste here, it just hits you much more powerfully. This is more like, you know, it's going to sip and go a little bit longer. But that is just like, you can taste that cherry in there too. The cherry and the blood orange, come on. I mean, it doesn't get any better. This is a great drink, folks. So this is my last blood orange event, I think. I do have one more, but I think, you know, 3 is probably enough. You know, try this. It's outstanding. And, you know, play around with blood oranges because, you know, if you're like us here in, you know, almost Michigan, yeah, I live in northern Indiana, but I don't like to say that. But if you're like us, the blood oranges will be gone probably by the end of February. We won't see them again until next winter. And quite frankly, I don't sit around waiting for that because it's winter. So, you know, I won't even think about it when they're gone. It's like, too bad. But I'm glad that I'm having it now. So, you guys, it's great to have you join me again on Boozing with Jude. Salute, have a good one, and we'll catch you next time.